Coming up in this episode of the new Haverlock Hunters.
Now, Hector, you must know that if we start on kissing, I tend to move on to other things, so perhaps you should send Pierre away to give us the adequate time and privacy we need.
It is funny how the gift of wisdom comes with age. And yes, I've said come on purpose, but it is, the older you get, you have, you read about these things in these books, you see.
Archie, please.
What is this? Meanwhile, this old man, we can lock the door on him when he tries to go to the bathroom so he can't go to the bathroom. And that would be pretty funny too.
Oh, Chadwick, I like the way you think.
Anyone would enjoy that. It would become everybody's problem.
Yeah, he'll just find a corner and pee. And
we'll make you clean it up, dude. It's not gonna be our problem. If you want to read my diary, I guess this isn't the horniest circumstances. And he holds it up and he says, the lock doesn't work. You can just flick it away.
I've got some teeth to remove now.
Snip, Gretchina. Wonderful work you do.
Yes. They're far too sharp. The biting has gotten out of hand.
It is true. Children with no parents deserve to have no teeth.
I do not trust the way you do business. Your Horsemaster, he is too off the chain, as they say. Your Eggbert is too hasty. Your Valencia is still clearly trying to get in on the inheritance of Hector. The Lieutenant Captain is the only one I see.
Among us. There's nothing I can do about imbecility.
I would love nothing more than to trust you and to tell you what I know so that we could crack this case together, but I believe there are ulterior motives here. He was once the Dagger's master of Vishta, according to rumor, or at least one of the strongest dagger fighters in the land. Can you and your hunters deliver him? Can you handle him? I have given 2 warnings. I will not give a third.
Yeah, but
you will
this
turn
isn't your
and
house.
leave right now.
But it's not your house. It's Hector's house.
Okay,
Does
roll
Hector want
initiative.
us to leave?
Roll initiative.
Oh dear. We're going to hurt this man.
Good luck.
And now, for our feature presentation. Three centuries ago. Dark days for the people of the Old Kingship. In those days, the roads were stalked by dogmen, the nights were ruled by vampire, and the woods belonged to the Fey Things on the hunt for lost children. Meanwhile, the kings of Old Haverlock waged war with their neighbors, seeking vainglory, and abandoning their people to fear and suffering. Of course, that was all before the flintlock, before blood thaumaturgy, and before the hunters. The first hunters came from an unlikely handful of fishing villages. Their tactics were crude, but with each generation their craft was perfected. Within 100 years, hunters would drive the dogmen south, tame the vampire, and convince the Fey Things to leave our world. With their success, the fishing villages flourished, and had turned into a small city. But all was not well, for while the commoners rejoiced, High King Gors grew jealous. From his seat of power in Old Haverlock, Gors declared war on the city. He boasted that he would meet the hunters in the field and destroy them. But the hunters did not meet the High King in the field. Instead, they met him in his bedchamber, where they put a bullet in him. The line of Old Haverlock was dead. The city was free. And so, to fit its newfound place of prominence, the city took on a new name. New Haverlock. Since then, New Haverlock has ascended to the forefront of trade and heavy industry, but wealthy as it has become, New Haverlock is in peril, and it is the hunters alone who can save the city. Let's hope they don't fuck it up.
Welcome, everybody, to the Wizard Hole and New Haverlock Hunters, a tabletop mystery role-playing game where, this time, truly unqualified misfits
I don't know what you're talking about.
Attempt to solve mysteries in a post-fantasy 1900s-esque city. We have been playing the mystery at Catboy Manor for several sessions now. There's many more mysteries to unfold in this long, tangled web of feline lies and deceit. Perhaps even some fandom culture to explore. A cafe or two. But before we get into the recap, let's go around and introduce ourselves.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lily. I play Valencia Annalise Montparnasse.
Hi everyone, I'm Bryce, and my mouth is full of caramel and peanuts. And I play Professor Archibald.
Good evening, my name is Alec, and I play Horsemaster Youngster Newborn.
I'm Kay, and I play Eggbert.
I played the wrong person. That's not Eggbert. This one's
That's
Eggbert.
not Eggbert.
That one's Eggbert.
Really?
Oh. That wasn't
And
Eggbert
I'm
either.
Peter Schmidt. I am the DM, which means I play all of the NPCs, who I usually don't put on the screen stupidly while going through the recap. But this time I'll remember, because I didn't the last two games. Hello, everybody in the chat. And hello, my players. Thank you for being here today. And thank you, Tambourine, who's visible on camera too. Tambourine, thank you for being here. Unfortunately, Magnus can't be here today. The Lieutenant Captain has a bit of a headache and was not able to attend, which means that this session is apt to go completely off the rails as the adult is no longer in the room. We'll address the narrative version of that soon, but for now, let's get back into the recap. So, the mystery at Catboy Manor has mostly been taking place in the district of Hillside, the most ostentatiously wealthy and nature-esque district in the city, full of tall manor houses going up an ever-increasing line of hills. The higher up you go, the richer you are, and the further you get away from the smog and soot of places like Tindertown or Brookside. You came here to investigate a murder of Holt Calbatross, a industrialist in the arms industry, one of two arms magnates. It's Holt and Madame Ramington being the two principal arms magnates. But when you arrived, Holt's son Hector, a self-proclaimed aficionado of the arts, insisted that you were here actually to retrieve two stolen paintings. One, a masterpiece of the old genre period, considered by many a resurgence of new irony in the art world, called Catboy with Apple, painted 300 years ago by Louis Valdano. And the other, an original character painted at the son Hector's request, Willie, Rising with the Dawn. Far more libidinous, far more obvious, not quite as respected in the art world, but Hector believes that it's going to take off any day now. Both paintings were stolen the night that Holt was murdered. The only witness to the murder was Pierre, Holt's bodyguard, who has not taken a liking to any of you. Mostly because Horsemaster threatened the resident artist.
And I was right to do it, and I'll do it
Bonjour.
again.
Yes, and you almost died in the process.
What did I do wrong?
What did you do wrong?
I
When?
didn't do anything either.
I didn't show up until last session.
Would I say you all did something wrong?
That's what I heard, yes.
No, Horsemaster did something wrong because of Pierre.
He doesn't
I
like
did
any of
nothing
you.
wrong.
Oh, I think you're all associated with Horsemaster. Maybe you could win him over. I don't know. But you're all associated with Horsemaster being hunters. Anyway, so from that point on in the story, you all, you've learned a variety of different clues and hints here or there, principal among them being that the painted alarms, the chaos artistried alarms on the paintings were off on Willie Rising with the Dawn, but not off on Catboy with Apple. The turning off of that alarm in an aggressive way by a chaos artist from the thieving side ended up destroying many magical artifacts in the room itself. Also, you learned that while 5 departed from the estate with the paintings, only 4 actually got on the rich man's boat to go across the river, one of which was unconscious. That one being, you presume, the one who cast the negation spell to turn off the alarms. Does anybody else remember anything or want to go over anything before I talk about exactly where you all were?
I got in a fight with a bug.
You did get into an argument with a bug who was upset at the idea of anybody using chaos artistry.
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah. Also, Chadwick got embarrassed because he lied really badly and he ran away. Where we find ourselves right this second, though, is that Valencia is in the bedchamber of Hector Calbatros, who's just offered to give Valencia a look at his diary in exchange for a kiss. Archie over here is standing in the study, having just inspected the paintings and made a deal with 5 gibberlings, a deal which has put in his left hand a sock, a back tooth, toe jam, phlegm, and the fart of a gibberling who you told to go look for the painting. Horsemaster is in a carriage en route to the home for the criminally unparented to find potentially a new, to drop off sister who has somehow aged uncontrollably due to magic from Valencia.
I may keep her with me, but I need to arrange a replacement.
And Eggbert has just spoken to some of the downtrodden of the hillside docks, and we'll see where Eggbert goes from here. We'll say, Archie, that while you were in the study, that the Lieutenant Captain decided to, that Lieutenant Captain thought things were well in hand with you all having orders, and has decided to depart to reunite with Mary McIntyre to discuss Mary McIntyre's findings of the Brandy Block investigation of the incident at hand. So with that said, I think we need to jump right back in where we were previously, with where we ended with Valencia standing in a large bedroom. It used to be Hector's parents, but now it's Hector's, baby. He's laying on the bed,
now.
hand cradled in his elbows, feet kicking in the ground, holding up a diary with a heart-shaped lock. Pierre, the bodyguard, has stepped into the closet to give you some privacy. And you've been asked, would you like to read my diary for a kiss? Of course. I did forget to fucking play all of the fucking characters on the NPC thing. I just said I wasn't going to forget to do that. And I fucking forgot. All right, well, you'll see him as we go. Here's Hector. We're in the room with Hector. And let me put on some appropriate music.
I knew exactly what it would be.
Finally.
All right, so here we are. Now, Hector, you must know that if we start on kissing, I tend to move on to other things, so perhaps you should send Pierre away to give us the adequate time and privacy we need.
What do you do as you say this?
I sort of toy with the buttons at the center of my dress.
Oh my gosh, can I get a charm ×2? Let's get a
+2, one for
+4 for that.
Charm ×2 +4.
Charm ×2 +4.
Okay. 3 hits.
3 hits. Okay. Hector gulps, swallows deeply, sinks into the bed, and goes, Pierre, I simply must insist, Pierre, that you leave while Valencia and I get on to, as my parents called it, the adult business.
Ew.
We've got to sign some adult contracts. Pierre steps dutifully out of the closet and then bows out of the room slowly. You hear a click as Pierre locks the door from the other side.
Oh.
Now,
Ominous.
we're going to come back to this,
Yeah.
but just for you, Archie, let's go back to some more. Well, we could be here for this. Archie, you see, you see from the study, which is right across from the master bedroom, you see Pierre step out, lock the door, and then stand at the ready just in front of the door.
Oh, I see the man's away.
Well, Pierre is standing in front of the door, at the ready.
He's left the room.
He has left the room, though.
My business here with all the paintings seems to be completed, and with our Lieutenant Captain off on more important matters, maybe I can get to the pilfering that I was discussing earlier with the lady.
Oh yeah? What pilfering do you want to do?
I would love to see. Well, earlier those sausages were calling my name. However, there are many more opportunities maybe in the bedroom now that the lady has the sir a little distracted, a little tied up with previous business.
Wait, so you want to go into the bedroom?
Yes, I would.
The master bedroom? Wait, Pierre's standing in front of the door.
Well,
You can
there's a
come
way that I can get rid of him, I'm sure. I'll just go speak to him first.
Okay, we'll come back to this. I want to stick with Valencia for a little bit. Let's go back, Valencia.
Okay. So as it goes, I grab Hector's hand. I'm going to say something to him, but I don't know if I cast a spell sort of at the same time.
Okay.
Or if I.
You
does
can
it work?
cast a spell at the same
Okay.
time because all you have to do is manifest your emotions and make them real.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, okay.
You could be doing more than one thing at a time as long as
Okay,
it's
yeah.
simple. I think if it was complicated.
No,
like-
no, it's not complicated.
Okay, so tell me everything that you want to do as Hector shrinks, almost pulling away from you. Can't believe this has worked.
Yeah. So I grab his wrist, look him deep in the eyes, and say, "No, Hector, we don't have much time. You must listen. As a part of our investigation, I have discovered that Pierre is looking to steal all of your artifacts. I think he may have been involved with the murder of your father. So your diary, your ledgers, all of your private information. Pierre is after them. And as I do this, I would like to manifest an intense fear."
Okay, let's yeah, we'll move back over to this
Yeah.
music. An intense fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am manifesting within myself a very deep and personal fear of my recipes, my formulas, my hard created potions and products that I have made my empire on. My trade secrets being stolen from me.
Losing them
By rival upstarts, those who do not know what it takes to maintain youth. So I am manifesting this fear, and as I do it, I say, "Hector, you must understand. You can trust no one. They will only be safe with me, these documents."
Okay. Give me a magic ×2. We're going to do this. This would be a
Okay.
force 4, I think.
Okay.
For that, you've got a very good reference point. So give me your magic ×2.
Okay. Let's do the pride on this one.
You want to add pride to it?
Yeah,
okay,
let's do
great.
pride. So I just add pride on top?
So add pride on top, and then make sure you turn rule of
Okay.
6 on
1,
down at the
2,
bottom.
3, rule of 6. Okay.
Now roll.
Whew, 9 hits.
9 hits.
Oh yeah.
9 hits.
Yeah, I got 3 on the
Wow.
reroll.
To put that in context, 4 hits is generally considered like a very good success.
Yeah.
To put it in context, I rolled 3 dice against you.
Okay.
So 9 hits. Okay, so before we do this, can I get a pride
Yeah.
plus charm?
Okay.
That's going to be against a target of 4 to see how much damage you
Okay.
take.
2 hits.
Okay, take 2
Morale?
morale damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We have another. I'll just do this one for now.
And now, oh my God, this is incredible. Hector starts sweating, goes pale, and you're like, drops the diary on the ground, sinks down, and then leans up close to your face and says, what gives you this impression that this is what's happened?
You must understand the hunters have resources at their disposal that you cannot imagine. The information we have access to, the resources, the contacts. We are a very powerful organization. You must trust me, the intelligence points clearly to this outcome.
Can I get a charm ×2 roll? Add the 9. Add
Okay.
9 dice from your successes on the roll.
5 hits on 17 dice.
5 hits. Incredible. You have him utterly. He looks you, nodding up and down, and says, he was once the Dagger's master of Vishta, according to rumor, or at least one of the strongest dagger fighters in the land. Can you and your hunters deliver him? Can you handle him?
Yes.
He's shivering, shaking, trembling. I don't know if I could be around the man. No wonder he's been hounding my every step.
Do not worry, Hector. You are his employer. He will not dare to act against you whilst you are supplying him with money. However, his machinations against your business and your estate are quite severe.
But he killed my father. You're saying he killed him?
Yes.
Why wouldn't he kill me?
You must trust me. He is now in too vulnerable position. 2 murders in a row like this would surely tilt his hand. You are safe for now while we are here, but you must trust me and act with me so we can resolve this.
He throws himself into your arms and sticks his finger in his thumb. He goes, Valencia, you must give me a place to stay. Might I sleep in your bed? Please, might I stay with you, Valencia, please?
Now, we will discuss this later, my sweet boy. I do not think you have anything to worry for now.
Well, if you want to read my diary, I guess this isn't the horniest circumstances. And he holds it up, and he says, the lock doesn't work. You could just flick it away.
And, Hector, you must not forget that any documents relevant to the keeping of the estate must also lie with me.
Oh,
Ledgers, money in and out.
of course. Well, we'll have to get rid of that traitor Pierre in order to go and gather them all. There's a secret room.
Yes.
There's a secret room, but to get to it, Pierre's going to be outside there. He'll stop you if we try to go for it.
That is okay.
It's
We
in
will get
his
to that.
room.
It's in the secret room is through Pierre's room.
Through Pierre's quarters, yes.
And how is
That's
it accessed?
It's accessed by pulling on one of the badminton rackets. In the back of the room, my father hated badminton. So he had built in, it's a little pullet, and he does a tugging noise like a tugboat. You hear a steam whistle, and then the door will open up into a second records room.
And how loud is this whistle that goes off?
It's very loud. My father thought it was quite funny.
Oh, thank you, Hector. You have done so good, my sweet baby boy.
Thank you.
Now.
Can I hide under your dress, perhaps?
Now. Wouldn't that tilt your hand to Pierre? You
Not if
are the
I'm-
visionary behind Willie rising with the dawn. Manifest that rising energy and be brave.
I must admit, I've never been less erect in my life.
Oh, I can tell. Don't worry, Hector.
If only there was a way to feel confident in such a situation. You have to abscond with Pierre. I don't think I can leave.
Oh, if it's confidence you seek, I must say to you, Hector, you have lucked out, for I am what you may call a confidence woman.
Oh, is that true? You parlay in confidence?
I
thought
do.
it was just beauty ointments and things, which I have no use for, of course. I
Well,
have money.
with this face, of course you have no use for them. However, you must understand that some of the side effects of these beautifying elixirs also beautify and purify the insides to provide a youthful burst. So here, let us drink. And I take out some of my ionized water, which is pissed.
Just the ionized water.
Yeah,
okay.
just the ionized water, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no extra stuff in
No,
it.
I've got what I need out of him.
Okay, can I get a charm? Can I get charm times 2?
Okay.
We'll give you not +9, but +4 on it.
+4.
Yeah.
All right. 3 hits.
Okay, he's very scared. 3 hits. Okay. So, do I drink it or rub it in my eyes?
Oh,
or-
drink it, yes.
Okay,
Drink
he
the
drinks it
entire
and he goes,
bottle.
"Whoa, it tastes awful, like something I vaguely remember, like almost pee, but far less thick." And
Oh, God.
in a second swallow, drinks it and goes, "Okay,
Can't you feel it working its way through your veins, Hector?
maybe slightly."
Yes.
Maybe
5,
slightly.
10 minutes from now, you will feel young as a spring chicken again.
So what do we do now?
Well,
Do we go with you? He holds his hand out and sticks his thumb back in his mouth.
Yes.
We go together?
Yes, let us leave.
Okay. He holds your hand and he shuffles looking down. As
Now, Hector, you must not let Pierre know that you have placed such trust in me. This might undermine our relationship. So now, let go of my hand.
Okay.
Hold yourself high.
Okay.
Look at you.
He puts
Very
his hands
tall
in his
and
pants
handsome.
and he keeps walking slowly, but he's
Great
trying
job.
to look up.
Yes. All
He's
right, and
struggling.
then-
So you start going for the door.
Yeah.
Okay, right at this moment. Well, you of course wanted to go and talk to Pierre, right?
Yes,
so
I did.
so
Well, I
slightly
wanted to
before this is happening,
Yeah.
I wanted to go check out the master bedroom. I wanted to know what was going on behind the door.
all right.
I
So
wanted to see what kind of things there were to pilfer from the room.
you approach Pierre, who's
I did.
standing, arms behind his back, in front of the doors to the master bedroom. He watches as you approach.
Good fellow, can you tell me more about the bug that's in the painting room?
About the what?
The bug that's in the painting room. He's acting rather suspicious.
The bug is acting suspicious.
Yes, he's acting like
Lucas?
I don't know. Yes.
He crafted many of the paintings here in this house, and many of the frames.
No, he's doing all kinds of things like being condescending.
Being condescending, you say?
Yes, he's acting very much like he knows more than the rest of us about certain things.
What sort of things?
Well, certainly about chaos magic. The very same chaos magic that caused the problems the other night.
Are you trying to imply something, old man?
Well, I don't know. I wanted to know if you could tell me more about him. He
All-
seems to be doing many interesting things in that room near those paintings.
All I know about him is that he has built all of the frames for all of the masterworks of Callier Bonheur, as well as Louis Valdano and the rest of the old genre masters, as well as the tapestries, the doors, the
You
windows.
suspect him not?
Well, he's done fine work, and we only had the one break-in, and plus I saw the victims, I chased them through the storm. They were all humane. I trust the Bugman.
What makes you so... He sours a taste of discomfort and unknowingness. I don't like it.
What do you want me to do about this?
I don't know. You could go have a conversation with him. Tell him maybe don't be so rude.
I am not
Yes.
going to go have this
Why
conversation
don't
with
you want to do it?
I feel as though... Okay, you want to roll? Give me a charm times 2 minus 2.
That's a 0.
It's 0?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so roll 1 dice to see if you critically glitch.
Man, why do I get myself in situations like that? It's too bad I got a hit.
So
Fuck you.
A hit means nothing because you only rolled the one thing. He goes, no, I will stay here and guard my patron.
But you don't know what kind of nonsense he's up to in there. Tell me more
Well,
about
I can see him from here, he says, pointing at him. There he is. He's carving the inscription on the painting.
Yes, well, all very well. Well, if you know so much, tell me more about the people that you saw running away.
Give me charm times 2.
Please? All right, charms times 2 is, that's going to be 4. And we're going to roll it. Oh, I got no hits.
He says, Professor, I appreciate your way with the Gibberlings. I think that maybe you are one of the more reputable members of this group, but I do not trust the way you do business. Your Horsemaster, he is too off the chain, as they say. Your Eggbert is too hasty. Your Valencia is clearly trying to get in on the inheritance of
and
Hector.
I
The Lieutenant
apologize
Captain
for
is the only one I
uneducated
see.
among us. There's nothing I can do about imbecility.
I would love nothing more than to trust you and to tell you what I know so that we could crack this case together, but I believe there are ulterior motives here. People who wish to pilfer more than they wish to discover the truth of the matter.
Yes, it's unfortunate that there are pilferers. I sent them away. I told them to go look for the paintings.
The
Don't
Gibberlings,
worry.
you mean?
Yes, of course. Who else would you imply was a pilferer?
Oh, just people in general, the police, those who do not have a sworn duty to the house. I will tell you nothing but what I have already told the others. I saw in a crack of lightning that there were 3 leaving through the window. That window points to the window that they escaped through. Escaping through the window, one holding one of their allies, dragging them through the window as they were unconscious.
So
And
4 total or just 3?
there were 5 total I saw as they were leaving. I looked out the window and saw 2 more on the ground, one of them packing away another painting while the other was in charge of the horses in their cart. I saw 3 leaving out the window, one unconscious, the other holding Willie rising with the dawn under the arm, and I saw the dead body of Holt shot with a pistol, flat in the middle of the ground. I gave chase to them. I chased them all the way to the hillside docks where they had got on a boat. And that's when I told the hillside eyes to continue pursuit while I rode back here to check on my patrons.
Well, your story checks out. I wish you'd believe me about the bug thing.
Well, I can see the bug from here, and I can guard my patron from here, so I'm quite happy.
Well, very well. Maybe you can let me... Do you think that I might speak to the young master and to
The young
my
master
good
is-
my ward?
The young master is
Miss
quite busy
Valencia.
right now. I believe they are doing some adult contracting, as the old master used to call it. If you would like to wait here,
What does that entail? Is it like, do you need a notary?
you come out now. Valencia, by the way, take 2 experience points for your good work. Archie, you get nothing.
Oh, dear.
The door opens. Valencia, how do you open the door?
Well, it's locked from the outside,
Oh,
correct?
yes, so the door rattles.
Yes, I give it a bit of a knock, and I say, I just give it a bit of a knock.
Pierre turns, looks at you, and then turns his back on you to open the door. Opens it wide. You are standing there. Hector, looking a little bit perturbed.
Yeah.
Oh, Valencia, I was just speaking of you.
Yes, I was just enjoying some of Master Hector's erotic writings. I must say they are quite titillating.
Yes, I was hearing all about your contracts.
So Pierre looks and goes, Hector, is there a problem? Hector? And Hector kind of like looks down and looks at you, Valencia. Like looks down.
Now, I find that sometimes after men have an erotic experience, they can be a bit shy for a few hours
Yes,
afterwards.
I've read about this in many books.
Okay. Can I get a charm? First from you, can I get charm times 2?
Okay.
Try. I'm not very charming. In
I
fact,
know.
I don't know if
Why
that's
don't I
why
get to roll first?
I'm repulsive.
This is why. You are repulsive.
God damn
it,
I critically glitched.
Okay, can I get a charm times 2 minus 2 for the fact that Bryce has undermined you?
No, it
Okay.
wasn't. It was only I was yes
All right,
ending. I said I read it in many books. That's what you do in college.
I got one hit.
You got 1 hit?
Yeah.
And what? And okay, let me see.
Man.
Pierre looks you up and down, looks Archie up and down, and he says,
Sweating bullets.
"That was the fastest coitus that I have ever seen. However, I do believe that young Hector is only having had sex the 3 or 4 times. This one perhaps being the only one that was completely above board. So, I guess that is the way it is." He peers down and looks at Hector's trousers and says, "But no stains around the crotch."
Now, I am very thorough, Pierre.
Very thorough. Pierre looks you up and down and says, "I do not trust what is happening right here. I do not trust it at all. Part of the story makes sense. But the old man is so eager to talk about sex that I feel as if you are trying to throw me off my game."
Now, Pierre, I know we are indebted to you and that you have not taken a liking to our group because of the actions of our Horsemaster, so I do not belie you for not trusting me. However, your young Master Hector does not seem to have any issue that he is voicing to you, so perhaps you will just have to trust that he will come to you with any issues he may have.
It is funny how the gift of wisdom comes with age. And yes, I've said come on purpose, but it is, the older you get, you have, you read about these things in these books, you see.
Archie, please.
What is this? What is
Clarity,
this happening?
clarity after
Look,
an orgasm.
I have been dealing
it's
with
common,
this
it's a
man
common
for my
thought.
entire tenure with the Hunters, and I must say, I am about to snap his neck. You must understand, Pierre.
I do. I
Yes,
understand.
quite insufferable.
What was the point you were trying to get at?
I see many things. I see a young man who has just reached a new state of being, a new thought process after having a delicious time with the lady. And I see a lady who happens to have experienced something new from a new partner, no matter how fast or slow they are. And I see a man who has experienced neither, who is naysaying everybody and talking about how bugs are not, in fact, guilty of anything.
Give me another charm times 2.
That's what I see. It's the gift of age, you see. You see a lot of things that the layman might not know. I get 1 hit this time. It's quite nice.
He leans forward a little bit, and then he slaps you a little bit on the face. Just slightly,
Hey.
like lightly slaps you on the
I mean,
face.
what-
Take 1 morale damage. Says, don't be a bullshitter. Don't fucking do this.
Wasn't he French a while ago?
Yeah, I am trying to.
Italian now.
I'm trying to keep it. He
He's
sticks.
from Transylvania.
I'm going back. I'm going back and forth. It's hard to keep it. He steps back, and he goes, "Hector, where are we going to now?" And Hector kind of like looks at the ground, looks at Valencia, and then looks at you, and then says nothing.
Well,
Hector?
dinner is certainly going to be ready soon, yes?
Dinner will be ready within the next hour or so, I suppose. We just had our horse sandwiches, though. Are you trying to get a run of the house alone, Valencia?
No, I am just suggesting that we perhaps move back down to the dining room where we may sit and talk and drink in comfort, as one does when having a dinner at a manor house.
Hector goes, they need to go in your room. They need to go in your room to see the files, Pierre. They need to do that. And Pierre takes another step back. What have you done to the boy?
I have done nothing but shown him a carnal experience that appears to have moved his psyche.
They have done nothing to me.
Trying to tell you. You're just too stupid to figure it out.
They told me what you did, Pierre. They told me what you did. Pierre takes another step back and looks at you.
Yes, that you stabbed our Horsemaster, that you nearly killed a hunter. Of course we have told him.
Pierre looks at both of you, and then he grabs Hector and pulls him toward him. He says, I think you may need to leave the premises for now. Eggbert, are you coming back to the house, or are you going to stay at the docks? Where are you going?
I'll come back to the house.
I think you could show up around now if you want.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
I had a snack on the way there.
Yeah, you found some, found some dockside berries.
This is not a berry, and this is a melon.
You found a dockside melon.
Yes.
Yes, it was in a cart. It said for sale on it.
It did?
Yeah. So it was just there for the taking.
It sure was.
How do you arrive back in?
Well, I go through the door.
You come through the main door, not climb back up the window.
No, why would I do that?
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I'm going back to the house. I'm welcome there.
Okay, so as that happens, the door opens from down below, and Eggbert says,
Hello?
Ah, our young Eggbert has returned. Pierre, you seem quite agitated. Would you like to escort us downstairs?
Oh, I simply must
Where'd
go
everyone
answer
We
a
are
word.
called here at the
Eggbert.
master's
Usually there's subway here to say
Eggbert.
hi. I don't understand where everyone goes.
Yes,
Eggbert,
unhand
we're
me,
up
Pierre. They
here.
told me. They told me what
Hello?
happened. Unhand me. And he wrestles and wrenches and attempts to break free, but Pierre's grip is ironclad on the boy's left hand. He says, Go down the stairs. Go and meet your Eggbert and leave. When your Lieutenant Captain comes back, perhaps I will think about letting you come back inside. Go. I will walk you out.
Where did everyone
Do you start
go?
walking down the stairs?
Well,
You're on the bottom floor. You actually probably can see them up there. talking.
Oh, well then I go up there. Why
don't
would
want
say
to
hi
go.
to me? That's crazy.
I want to
That's
take
very
that
rude. I was
diary
down
with
there
us.
waiting to say hello.
Well, no, I have the diary.
Oh, good.
I have the diary in my
I
skirt.
You
wanted
do have
to
diary.
take that diary.
So Egbert's now coming up the stairs and meets you at the top of the stairs saying, why didn't anyone say hi to me?
Yeah, why would say hi? It's
Eggbert,
very
did you
rude.
not hear me? I was calling your name.
No, you barely
We
sound
were
like
having-
you
I'm-
make noise.
I
You barely have air in
apologize.
your
It
lungs
is the
anymore.
old lungs inside my body. They
I
are
know,
not
it's
full
really
of air as
sad.
they used to be. I try and make up with that by talking as much as possible.
I know, it really
now,
sucks.
Instead of this conversation, we were having an adult one about things that a young mind such as yourself just shouldn't hear about yet.
Okay, cool. Pierre, I have a question.
Pierre, will you answer the boy's question already?
Pierre's lip is curled.
I have a question.
What is your question?
I had a lot of people say that there were 4 people on the boat instead of 5. You said you saw 5.
Yes, I saw 5 enter into the cart.
Okay.
He insisted on 5 with me too.
Well, there was a homeless guy that said there were only 4 people on the boat, and the carriage was left behind. So how were there 5?
Because I shot one of them with a rifle as they were fleeing.
Yeah, the
And
one
then-
they carried back.
No. There was one unconscious as they left. Another was firing at me. I
Well,
shot
where's
a rifle.
the one they left?
The one that they left? The one that fell off of their cart that they left?
Yeah, where's he?
Is in the secret room behind my study.
Oh, well, we might want to question
We should
him.
go there.
You cannot question him. I am a crack shot. I hit him straight through the eyes. He is dead.
Oh, well, why do you have him there? That's weird, dude.
Because I was
And you
searching
tried
and
to hide
investigating
it.
him.
Did you? Well, it sounds like you really didn't do very well. So, do you have any information?
Yes, well, why would we be here if young Pierre here was such the crackshot investigator? However, we are being asked to leave, and as he has already stabbed one of us, I believe we should listen, so...
Well, I don't know
hold
about
on
that,
now.
because...
I think there are extenuating circumstances, and as a member of the constabulary now, we have the right and the authority to investigate this murder to its completion.
Hector,
now,
like-
I think this provides new evidence that we must sort out ourselves.
Hector almost screeches, trying to pull away, getting away, being like, "He killed my father! Disarm him! Hurt him!" Yeah, Hector says as he's trying to pull away. Pierre's like a flash across his eyes. He pulls a dagger with his one free hand, his right hand. He goes, "What have you been telling the boy?"
I have told him nothing. If your patron does not find you trustworthy, that seems like a you problem.
And also, if you want to be proven innocent, maybe you should, help
Yes,
out.
you are the one who has already attacked
Yeah, you're the one
someone
acting
here.
the
lot of
weirdest.
details, not expecting bugs to do the bad things. I don't trust him.
Keeping bodies in your study? Pierre, you are seeming quite suspicious. I keep my hands up.
"I have given 2 warnings. I will not give a third.
Yeah, but
You
this
will
isn't
turn
your
and
house.
leave right now."
But it's not your house. It's Hector's house.
Okay,
Does
roll
Hector want
initiative.
us to leave?
Roll initiative.
Oh dear. We're going to hurt this man.
Good luck.
You three?
Yeah, no, can I leave or no? I was trying to leave.
After initiative,
Okay. Okay, so mine is 6.
6. Okay.
It's not that you roll 6 dice.
Okay, what did you get, Archie?
I got 6.
What did you get, Eggbert?
8.
Okay. All right. Pierre throws Hector behind him and then immediately pulls the left dagger out of its sheath. And with the right dagger already pulls, leans back, and then lunges at you, Eggbert. Doing
Dodge.
the having thrown Hector off throws him off a little bit. I'm going to reduce his rolls, but can I get a talent times 2? Now, do you have any injuries, Eggbert?
I have 1. I have 8 out of 9 hit points right now.
Okay, so you're fine. You're going to be able to roll full
So
dice.
what am I rolling?
Talent times 2.
Okay.
Going to put on.
Very
I never
rude.
got combat music. We're gonna put this on.
Very rude, this guy. I got 3 hits.
You got 3 hits. Okay. Yes, you managed to duck out of the way as the stiletto comes whizzing past you. It would have hit you right in your froggy heart. Eggbert, it is now your turn. His arm is extended directly
I wanna break
past
it.
you. You want to grab his arm and break it?
Yes.
Okay, can I get a vigor plus talent roll? Do you want to put pride on this?
Yes.
Okay, so add pride and then put rule of 6 on.
I really wasted my pride.
I hope we can diffuse this.
I don't think you did.
I got 5 hits.
I feel like I rolled so good that now it's fucked up.
I mean, he just can't lie and can't keep his cool. You got 5 hits. Okay, you managed to grab on to the arm and you attempt to break it. What is your vigor?
My vigor is 7.
Okay, I got 3 hits. You got 5 hits. So it's a net of 2 hits plus 7. So that is a total of 9 potential damage that you're going to do to him.
Okay.
But now I need to roll his resistance. He has a leather and a hide doublet, and his vigor is also notable. No hits.
Ooh, nice
Fucking
job.
no hits. You easily. How do you break the arm? Tell me. It's easy. It's
Well, yeah, I grab it and then I just bend it the wrong way.
You bend it so badly the wrong way that he almost stabs himself in his own kidneys. The arm is hanging not by muscle, not by bone, but by skin and shreds. Utterly busted and broken at the side. This elbow, the elbow joint completely popping out and falling onto the ground. Pierre screams and hits the ground, falls to his knees.
All I wanted to do was solve a mystery, and you had to make this hard. I just want to be a delivery boy detective. And here you go, trying to stab people. You could have just played fair.
He is unconscious, butt up in the air, has pissed himself, and is twitching.
So, will he be
Take 2 experience points for disarming Pierre,
That was
the
incredible.
stiletto master of Vishta.
Well, apparently he's not much of a master of a fucking frog boy.
no match for a strapping young
Look
frog?
like a lot of dice that he missed.
All right,
It
so
was
never
10
mind
dice. He missed. He got no hits on 10 dice.
It's so scary. Well, it's good that he's unconscious. It's terrible. He's tried to stab you. That's quite unprofessional.
rude.
And a little bit suspicious.
In the end, you did solve the mystery of how hard you have to twist an arm to make the elbow bone
That's
pop
true.
out
A
and
mystery
fall to the
solved.
ground.
You know, I really think Horsemaster would have liked to have been here for this.
That's a
We
shame.
will have
Feeling I
quite a
made
tale to
desecrate
share.
his corpse when I return.
So with that, Hector immediately steps forward, picks up the pistol on his belt,
No, wait.
and points it at Pierre's head.
Don't
Do
do
any of you do anything about
I
it?
say, now, son,
Whoa,
son,
he's
calm
knocked
down.
out. He's knocked
Yes,
out.
Think
Hector.
about the
He
Hector.
killed my
intelligent
father.
thing to
Yes,
do.
you must, but we must prove it. Otherwise,
Otherwise, you'll be a murderer.
otherwise you will be the primary
And then
suspect.
what
You
will
had
happen
the
with
most to
Captain with
gain from
Apple?
this. You must let us
Have a
prove it and
level
let him
head.
Charm
stand
times 2.
trial. Yes.
And
'Cause
you can
then-
add your 9 for the influence you had on him before, Valencia.
Because then your horny horse painting will have to be out in the public, and you won't have it anymore.
I got 3 hits.
Okay. 5 hits.
Yeah.
You attempt, he goes, I don't care, he says, and he shoots Pierre in the head.
Oh God!
No.
The bullet goes off, the blood splatters across the carpet and the tile. You hear a scream downstairs, and Armina Lucky runs around the corner from downstairs. From her vantage point, she can't see the body, but she can see all of you standing. And she goes, what happened? What was that? I heard a gunshot. Is everyone okay?
Ma'am, there's been an accident.
An accident.
Yes.
She
an
starts walking
accident.
up the stairs slowly.
Yes. Something
Quite
horrible.
Quite an accident.
She arrives at the top and screams, Pierre! Pierre! Oh my! What happened? What happened? And Hector says, he killed my papa. He was the one who killed my papa. They found
emotions.
evidence. He was the one
man.
that killed him.
The emotions are running high. There is
crying.
evidence to investigate. The emotions are running high. There are things we must investigate within Pierre's room. Things got out of hand here.
Armina drops down to her knees. Goes, no, no, Pierre, Pierre.
Oh
Pierre,
boy.
you did nothing wrong.
Yes.
This is my fault. It starts crying, weeping openly.
Well,
This is my fault.
We certainly got ourselves in quite a pickle.
She holds herself over Pierre, weeping openly. Hector drops the gun on the ground and starts crying. He tries to hug you, Valencia.
I take the gun.
Now, Hector, I told you not to do that. It is too late to make up with me now.
He's so weak that the shove you do knocks him onto his ass, and he starts crying while sitting on his butt.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Nothing in my many years of academia has prepared me for this.
Armina looks up. She goes, "You've ruined this home.
Now,
You must leave."
I think that
It is
What
your
have you
pa-
done?
It is your patron that has shot your bodyguard here.
That's
I am
true.
powerless to stop the master of the house acting as he wishes. What was I supposed to do? Jump in front of the bullet? Hector will tell you. Walked in, you saw him with the gun in
They
his hand.
told me. They told me he did it, Hector says. They told me he did it. They told me he orchestrated the whole thing. That he killed my father.
Now he is a suspect, of course, but we did not tell you to act in such a rash manner. Now, I understand this is a sad moment. We will leave you to mourn. I am terribly sorry. We will simply just continue with our investigation.
One moment.
Yeah.
Jensen, would you mind closing that door? The door to the living room? Thank you. I'm getting all emotional. I think it's upsetting Bobka.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, can you say your last sentence one more time? The last thing you said.
Now I understand this is a sad moment. I do not wish to impede your grieving, so we will have our leave. And we...
Leave! Ermina says, leave! You have no idea what you've done! You have no idea!
We have not done anything. This is the work of your patron.
You
your
got it all
master
wrong!
here.
She says, you got it all wrong!
All wrong? What do you mean?
I don't think we've solved this yet.
We've got it all wrong. Well, then please enlighten us.
Give me charm times 2.
4 hits.
She looks at you and she says, I can't tell you anything. I was under orders from Holt. But this whole doing is just an accident. Pierre was nothing but loyal.
Well, Holt's dead, so, like, what's the point of keeping it a secret?
Because he was my patron.
Yeah, but he's
He
dead.
kept me out of poverty. He gave me the life I have.
Yeah, but he's, like, dead, so...
So are we... Amina, please, can you at least tell us this? Are we actually looking for a murderer, or is this an investigation simply for appearances to cover up some sort of
There
accident?
was a murder, but it was an accident. There were murderers. I don't know who they are.
Okay.
But it was an accident?
Come back later. Come back later.
Okay. Yes. Egbert,
Okay.
Archie, let us...
All right.
Let us
she know
reconvene.
about the body and-
Yes, let us reconvene. We will discuss this while we leave
There's a body in there.
them to...
Should
What
we
do you
look
mean?
at the
What do you
other
mean?
body?
We'll be leaving.
Yes,
be
we'll be
back.
leaving, yes.
You're leaving?
Yes, we're having our leave.
Should we look at the other body?
Yeah, of course. We're leaving the room. Yeah, we're leaving the room.
Well, you're in the main hallway.
Okay, well,
So you're going to leave the house?
is there any way
Well,
for us
I
to
left
get
my
upstairs?
spyglass upstairs.
You're going to say charm times 2.
Why am I always the one?
Because you choose to
keep
lie to
talking.
people.
Because you're the one who chooses to make foolish statements.
I got 2 hits.
Then you can come back and get it when you come back.
All right.
All right, so let us
There's-
leave.
there's
Yes.
no
There's the
way-
window.
From outside, is there a window?
The Egbert escaped out the window. Can they not climb back up the window?
That is a possibility, but you're going to leave through the main entrance for now.
Yes.
Okay.
We should.
So you
Yeah.
head out.
But I also have the diary that I can.
Lester Lucky kind of looks at you as you go, washing off a pig's butt as you go, and you step outside. Give me a talent plus genius. If you're, you could take a +2 to it if everyone else is going to help you look to see if there's a window you think would go into the Pierre's room, even though you have no idea what room Pierre's room is. Or you can climb back up through the study, but the bug is in there and it has a direct view of Pierre's corpse.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 3 hits.
3 hits.
Talent plus genius.
I'm going to
already
roll
got
a
it down
dice
there.
roll against you right now.
Okay.
I'll help. I got no hits.
You think you have a good idea that
Oh,
it's going to
no.
be one of the rooms also on the second floor, but you have no idea which room Pierre is, but you don't think this room might get you into another side room of that main hallway.
I got 2 hits.
You got 2 hits?
I did.
Okay.
I got no hits.
Okay. So what do you think? What do you think?
Now-
You see a window that you think looks promising from the outside. It's on the second story. Any humane would struggle to climb it, but you're Eggbert.
Okay, but did he say what room the secret room is next to?
It is a cubby from within Pierre's room that is accessed by pulling a badminton racket. However, it makes badminton.
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 Badminton. A badminton racket is pulled, but it makes a very loud foghorn sound. So I
Oh.
do not believe now is the time,
Oh.
for we have squandered about as much goodwill as we possibly could have without getting ourselves killed. So for now, I will
Killed by
say...
who at this point? I took the guy's pistol, and
But
what are
this
they
is
gonna
true.
do?
This is true. The knife man is dead. However,
Knife man's
I
dead.
do
I
have
got the little guy's
listen,
pistol.
Listen. I have here Master Hector's diary, and the lock is broken. So we could spend some time perhaps perusing this and making fun of him, seeing how big his penis is perhaps. I imagine it's quite small.
You see Chadwick off in the distance, sitting in some bushes.
Chadwick?
Yeah, babe. Sorry, I was looking at some frogs, like little ones, normal ones.
Well, why don't you come over here and look at this big frog?
Okay, babe. And he walks up.
Well,
slowly.
also, wait. I'm gonna assume the door locks on the inside, so even if the horn goes off, what are they gonna do?
Well, they will be more mad at
Point
us.
being, Ermina said, come back. I believe that Hector thinks Pierre was the murderer, so Hector will let us in there once we return, perhaps. Is my thinking.
You group are so
Well,
respectful.
fine.
So-
Pierre wasn't very cooperative, so
All I'm saying is if you...
I'm not very optimistic.
What's that in your hand, babe?
Oh, Master Hector's diary. Chadwick, would you like to make fun of this very small man with me?
I would love to look at a diary.
Now he's British.
Should we,
Chadwick, have you been to Australia while you were gone? I have specifically forbade you to go to that prison,
I
man.
was simply...
Would you not trust the Australians in this house?
When I get... Look, babe, oh my God. Babe, when I get excited, I drop back into my dumb accent, you know?
back, we never speak of your origins, Chadwick.
Look, all I'm
Australia.
saying is I got excited about the idea of us all piling into, like, a carriage in the back, pulling the shades so the guy up front doesn't know what's going on while we all look over at the deepest, darkest secrets of Hector and learn who he has crushes on and how we can exploit them.
Yes, Chadwick, let us do precisely that. Do either of you care to join? Frog or old man?
Can we not do it in a carriage? Carriages are kind of small.
Why don't
Where
we
would
do
you-
it at the academy?
No,
There's lots of snacks there. You can come
Or
back.
perhaps
Really
wait.
far away,
it's
though.
really far away, dude.
Yeah, I guess we also have our old
We
hunter
can go to the
dorm, but-
docks. They're very nice, and there's a boat called Rick that no one's using anymore.
Or you could invite them to your house, Valencia.
Oh, I don't know about that. I guess it could be fun, actually.
Yeah?
It's quite nice. Yeah, maybe that's a fun thing to do.
I invite them away.
Yeah. All right, Chadwick, what do you think of having them back to the loft?
Well, I think that's great. The Frogman has taught me quite a few things about jacks. And
Yes,
I
and
think
the
that...
cocainum is back there. I think that would help us get through this reading
I
session.
forgot about the cocainum.
Now, Chadwick, I will not give you any if you once more slip into that filthy gutter accent.
Babe, I'm totally sorry. Meanwhile, this old man, we can lock the door on him when he tries to go to the bathroom, so he can't go to the bathroom, and that would be pretty funny too.
Oh, Chadwick, I like the
don't
way
think
you
anyone
think.
would enjoy that. It
Yes!
would become everybody's problem.
Yeah, he'll just find a corner and pee. And
We'll make you clean it up, dude. It's not gonna be our problem.
I don't think that...
Clean it up
I
while your
don't think
pants
that
are all
would
bulged
happen.
out. That makes my pants bulge out from the other side, thinking about it.
I'm ashamed to be
What?
a part of this group.
Chadwick is a big fan of the ionized water. Let us just say that.
Okay, well, great. We have a game plan over here. Nothing broken, nothing lost. As the three of you all hunker down in a cart, Eggbert, you are uncomfortably hunched over as the four of you rattle off into the distance. Speaking of carts, though,
Yes.
where are you, Horsemaster?
I believe our horse-drawn carriage has just completed its journey to the headmasters.
Yes.
Home for the criminally unparented.
The coachmaster says, "All right, that's triple pay for the trip, like you said."
Good God,
And I won't look either way at the young child you've got glued in the back.
Yes, we park around back, like I said.
All right.
There's a
All
dark
right.
patch over there. I don't like to do my dealings in the day.
The shady horseman drives the cart into the shadows behind the home for the criminally unparented.
I'd like to step out, sister and I in my chattering pants and
Sister
walk
is still glued strong.
Oh, you're right. I was in quite a foul mood last week. Let's
Yes,
see.
you glued sister, who you believe to be a teenager.
Well, I will leave her here and head beside the coachman.
Okay.
Now, at his side, I will tell him, we need not a drawing for this man. Sir, triple pay it was, yes?
Yes. Triple pay for the change in scenery and the extra passengers.
Yes, I should tip you for the rudeness as well.
And what do you do?
Well, I'll reach into my jacket. Pardon me, coachman. I'm getting my wallet. But I'd like to reach for my sprayer of glue.
Okay. Give me talent plus charm.
Well, as you know, I have no talent now.
Yes.
But
so
I'm
just
quite charming.
take a +4 on this.
But aren't I damaged?
Well, and take all your damage as well as negatives. How much damage are you? You have.
I've healed once, so I believe I've got 2 points of life.
So wait, tell me the total amount of damage you have. You have 7 lethal and how much morale?
I believe I have 6 damage and 0 morale.
Oh, okay. So you take -2. So you take
-2.
take a +2 to
Okay.
your dice roll total.
That'll be 6 dice. 1 hit. Oh, it's not a great success.
Ignoring your line about the rudeness, the man is rubbing his fingers together in anticipation of triple pay when the glue squirter comes out. And what do you do with it?
I say, here's your triple pay, rotten man, and I squirt it right into his face.
Oh, my face with this glue. I won't be able to see. I hope no more gets on me, and then I won't be able to breathe or open my mouth.
I'm not quite sure how many squirts it will take to glue his whole face shut, but I'd like for his orifices to be clogged permanently.
We'll say it's 1 squirt for the eyes, 1 for the nose, 1 for the mouth. That's 3, making a total of 4, and your glue squirter is empty.
It's time to keep squirting.
You squirt him all the way down. The glue squirter's empty. He's grabbing at the glue, horsehair puckering out.
There is
in
no
nasty
escape.
Balls of snotty glue as he falls over the side of the horse carriage. Dead, dead, dead. You hear a slight jingle as previous fares who paid accordingly. Coins tumble out of his pockets. Just little bits and shivs, maybe 1 quarter.
Yes. Sister, come out here and collect this change.
I'm stuck, Master. I'm stuck because of the glue you used. I'm afraid it'll peel my
Foolish
skin
child.
off.
Afraid you are, and rightly so. I'd like to step into the carriage and rip the young child from the seat.
Vigor times 2. Take your -2 for the damage.
2 hits.
Okay, and what's your vigor score?
It twere 4.
You do 6 damage to her as you rip her skin and clothing off. She is bare on the back, bleeding copiously. Only a few spots you see muscles. Mostly it's just reddened skin.
Come,
Master!
come, child.
Okay. She's shaking, trembling terribly as she steps
Worry
out.
not, it won't be long for you. Now on your hands and knees and pick up these little creosotes, these coins of sorts.
She picks up the coins with trembling fingers, piling them into the newspaper, caucanum syringe, and copper mask she's already holding in her hands.
And don't you drop anything.
May I take his cloak instead?
Hideous old woman, no.
But it's cold.
Worry not, all the children inside will look like you, if not worse. In we go, child.
She attempts to hold everything. She drops something several times.
Pick it up.
She picks it all up.
Pick it up.
She's gathered it in the mask, and she
Wretched old
holds it up and
creature.
holds it up to you.
Master,
Yes, what do you want?
take it. It's yours.
Hold it, hideous child.
Okay. Might I get under your robes? It's cold with the bare meat clothing ripped and damaged.
You may get under the robes, but do not get me wet, child.
She bends down
With
and
blood, I
picks
mean.
the wool cloak, throws it over her shoulders. She shimmies off the black and lace that falls onto the ground.
Okay. Master, where do we go now?
Come, child. Up to the headmaster's
I don't
office.
want to go.
You
Master.
must go, child.
Please.
Trust me, I will not leave you here overnight.
Please.
You will not be returning. I promise you, you will leave this meeting in my care, little
Charm
sister.
times 2. -2, please.
3 hits.
I got no hits. She goes.
Okay, Master.
She follows behind.
A promise is a promise.
She follows.
In we go.
And you walk into the into the
Headmaster.
headmaster's chambers.
Is his first name? I believe it is.
Do you have it?
Yes, it is Pony. Headmaster Pony Inhospitable.
Very good. All right.
Like song?
When you open, the door is heavy.
Yes, Genuine runs the school for Wayward.
Oh, good.
The door is heavy, wood, with creaking hinges. But it's not locked from the back. It opens easily, lit by a few candles. No joy lights here. Not even terror lights. Just waxy lanterns hanging randomly from walls and from the ceiling. You see a old, wretched-looking woman wearing a stained white garment walk past quickly, then turn to the left and see you as you come past.
Who is this thing?
Good evening, Gretchina.
Oh,
It is
the
I.
Horsemaster.
The
Good to see you.
Horsemaster.
Good to see you.
Of course, Gretchina. Many years we have been acquainted.
You're dressing your sisters in fine clothing, letting them walk on their own, I see.
Only now and again, Gretchina, but please, I have business this night.
Oh, with the headmaster?
Of course, I must go to see him.
Well, it seems like quite the social evening. He's in the viewing hall with baby love child, the doctor.
Good God. All the wretched men of this city have gathered this night.
Indeed, she says as she clips her pliers and says, I've got some teeth to remove now.
Snip, snip, Gretchina. Wonderful work you do.
Yes, they're far too sharp. The biting has gotten out of hand.
It is true. Children with no parents deserve to have no teeth.
I
A
agree.
classic phrase.
I agree fully. I believe there have been some literature on the subject saying that the disease of the mouth infests the brain. To
Yes, it's
remove
true.
the teeth does, of course, remove poison from the mind.
The germ of demonry lives within the roots.
I've been attempting to get the headmaster to remove the teeth from all the children. But he will only let me remove the teeth from the biters.
Well, if you need any help, I would love to give it a go, you know.
Perhaps a vial of your glue just to stop it all up. I'm running out of
Sure.
cloths. Clean ones, anyway.
I'll just use the dirty ones. Anyways, lovely seeing you,
Lovely
Gretchina.
seeing you too as well. And if you ever want to have that late night rendezvous again,
She says, and she gives you a little flash
Good God, of what?
of the fanny.
Front or back?
Side.
British or American?
Side.
What side?
Good Lord, Gretchina.
Left cheek,
I may,
left labia.
I may consider it, but it will be no time soon. You see, I've been promoted.
well, it's hot with the bacteria. Come anytime.
And she hustles off.
Fuck.
The sounds of children crying, children coughing, and people screaming
People.
follow you as
Children are not people.
as you make your way deep into the maze-like corridors of Dr. Inhospitable's home for the criminally unparented, all the way toward the viewing room, toward the center. But before we get there, I believe we ought to take an intermission of sorts. We will be back in due course to learn more about the viewing room and what Baby Love Child is doing with Dr. Inhospitable, and then perhaps to learn more about this fabled diary. We'll be back soon. Thank you for watching The Wizard Hole. Stay tuned.
Pierre, I have a question.
Pierre, will you answer the boy's question already?